Good day, everyone. Welcome to Real Conservative Headline News. I'm your host, Nathaniel Rajkumar. Trinidad and Tobago lifted the Barbados Motoring Federation's OKJ Development Series Nations Cup at Bushy Park from August 15th to 17th, with rising star Alex Sharma clinching the individual crown thanks to 4 wins from 6 races. So, of course, congratulations to Alex Sharma for making our country, Trinidad and Tobago, proud within the region. There was some good news from Trinidad and Tobago at the 2025 Pan American Games in Paraguay on Tuesday. Sprinter Shaniqua Bascom captured TNT's first gold medal of the games when she won the 100-meter dash final. The victory also secured her qualification for the 2027 Pan American Games in Lima, Peru. That to me is quite significant. If it is, you could qualify for the next competition one time. That means you did significantly well. Congratulations to Shaniqua Bascom as well, making TNT proud again. Positive ways, good ways, people. 10 of the Water and Sewage Authority's long-standing customers in Tobago, whose accounts date back to the authority's inception, were recognized on Wednesday. And I think, WASA, they're talking about it, what, in the 60s, 1960s? The recognition forms part of the activities marking the utilities, 60th anniversary. Wow, I'm a genius! Speaking at the 60th anniversary celebrations in Tobago, the Ministry of Public Utilities, Clyde Elder, said the theme, Evolution in Action, forging a smarter, sustainable, and equitable future, honoring 60 years, redefining the way forward, emphasizes WASA's commitment to transformation. I will leave my commentary for that on a different forum. Not this channel. He said talks have already taken place with Tobago House of Assembly officials on plans to improve, that is what I'm hoping for, the island's water supply. And we're already seeing a certain level of improvement here in Trinidad and Tobago as well, although they haven't reached, for some reason, Sangre Grande. He added that the government is committed to meeting Tobago's needs. And of course, definitely, putting all jokes aside, with the Kamala Persad administration in office, gradually, bit by bit, especially when the new financial fiscal year begins, we are going to see a lot of significant improvement.
Speaking at the Water and the Sewage Authority's 60th anniversary celebrations in Tobago, Minister in the Ministry of Public Utilities, Clyde Elder, said the theme, Evolution in Action, forging a smarter, sustainable and equitable future, honoring 60 years, redefining the way forward, emphasizes WASA's commitment to transformation. Minister Elder said talks have already taken place with the Tobago House of Assembly officials on plans to improve the island's water supply. He added that government is committed to meeting Tobago's needs.
And the people themselves have been crying out for relief. Our commitment, therefore, is not to implement patchwork fixes, but to transform water delivery by doing the following: upgrading aged infrastructure to reduce leaks and losses, strengthening Tobago's water systems with urgency and with precision, delivering equity so every family, every business, and institution has access, and building trust by ensuring that WASA operates with transparency and accountability.
Acting Chief Executive Officer Jeevan Joseph said 10 long-standing customers whose accounts were established on the same date as the authority were honored.
These hampers are but a small token of our gratitude for the partnership with us over the years. For you are not just long-standing customers, but you have also consistently kept your account payments up to date. Moving forward, WASA is prioritizing agile engagement, listening more closely, acting more swiftly, and tailoring solutions to meet unique needs of communities across Trinidad and Tobago.
And while the authority celebrates 6 decades of service, Tobago's prospects for an improved water supply look promising, as Assistant Secretary with Responsibility for Public Utilities Orlando Kerr said the meeting with ministry officials and OWASA was productive.
We were able to sit and strategize, look at the shortcomings, and forge a way forward in terms of transforming water delivery on the island of Tobago. And I must say, as the person in the THA with direct responsibility for public utilities, I am indeed very heartened at the discussions that we had. And I also am aware, and I know, that the discussions will not only be talk shops, but we have really forged viable ways of getting Tobago closer to water 24/7.
OWASA officially celebrates 60 years of its existence on September 1st, 2025. Carissa Douglas, TTT News.
The Ministry of Education hosted a comprehensive forum with secondary school principals on Wednesday, bringing together education leaders to discuss the government's strategic vision for transforming the national education system. The ministry outlined 12 priority initiatives that form the backbone of their strategic approach. 1. Universal screening and development tracking. Parental engagement and support. That's another one. In discipline management. Definitely need that. Strengthening of TVET education. Priority schools project. Teacher and administrator development. That's another thing that we need. School supervision and leadership. Supervision especially. Homework centers. And this one touches me personally. And I don't know if it was ever reintroduced, but back in around 2000, 2001, it had a program. I believe it was under the Ministry of Community Development or Gender Affairs or something like that. I can't remember exactly, right? And it was the same thing, homework centers. This was one of the first jobs I got as a youth. It was back in around about 2001, a little before my father passed away. And it gave me the experience and the inspiration to teach. Now, since a child, I had loved teaching because my mom had a preschool. But the homework centers gave me that experience, on the ground experience. And although I never ended up becoming a teacher, although I aspired to do so when I was younger, I did go on to give, to tutor mathematics and even English, but basically mathematics, for decades afterwards. We're talking about probably about 15 years. A few years now, I haven't really been doing any tutoring of math at all. But for a long time, I did. And I don't believe it was something that should have ever been cancelled. If I'm not mistaken, I believe it was the PNM that cancelled the homework centers. Because what it does is assist the students after school. Tutors will come in and they will assist the children in completing their homework and understanding the work and stuff like that. So I am hopeful that is something probably similar to what is going to be reintroduced. Curriculum and assessment reform, infrastructure and resource enhancement, human resource enhancement. Probably that means that what we need more teachers, hopefully. I agree. More employment for the people as well. Legislative and governance improvements. Additional focus areas include strengthening the school, nutrition, and cafeteria policies, prompt filling of vacancies, and the introduction of digitally enhanced AI-generated textbooks. Wonderful. And that is, once again, the UNC administration has always been this way. They always seek the interests of the citizens in general, and definitely the youths of Trinidad and Tobago. The Ministry of Energy and Energy Industries, the Ministry of Education, and the University of Trinidad and Tobago, UTT, have partnered to design new science resource kits for use in primary and secondary schools across the country. Falling under the Renewable Energy and Energy Efficiency Project, the science resource kits are designed to aid primary and secondary school teachers in conducting practical lessons about alternative energy sources, which is always good. We definitely have to continue taking advantage of the main source, which is petroleum, oil. But other than that, yes, we have to diversify as well. 100 teachers were trained by UTT in the use of the kits, and 450 kits were handed over to the Ministry of Education for distribution on Wednesday. Impressed with the potential and practical application of the kits, Minister of Tertiary Education and Skills Training, Professor Prakash Prasad, said UTT should take steps to monetize the project. It seems it really is that impressive from what he's saying and effective. Its vision and statement is to commercialize research and activities. Not only research, and some research went into this. So I think UTT, Mr. Chairman, sir, should set up a business unit to manufacture all these things throughout the Caribbean and Latin America and elsewhere. We import a lot of science kits. So that is a great idea. That's a great initiative. That should be considered in a serious way, a significant way. Now, for some news from Guyana. Commissioning of Command Operations Center Region 10. Minister Ben commissioned the newly constructed Command Operations Center in Mackenzie, Linden, Region 10, an investment of 33.9 million Guyanese dollars under the government's broader security sector upgrade program. The command center is a key component of the Safe City to Safe Country expansion project and will provide an eagle-eye view of Region 10 through advanced technology. The facility is designed to enhance crime fighting. Well, eagle-eye view there, definitely, so you could be able to observe things from a distance. So the facility is designed to enhance crime fighting efforts by enabling real-time surveillance, better incident monitoring, and faster operational response across the region. That's why I keep saying that the Irfaan Ali administration is basically setting a precedent and a good example for all the other Caribbean nations to follow, including Trinidad. I do believe that there are a lot of policies being implemented by the Irfaan Ali administration and projects that have been founded and developed by the Irfaan Ali administration in Guyana. It should be adopted here as well in Trinidad and Tobago. The newly commissioned $930 million Tusten secondary school will not only serve 800 secondary students, but will also transform into a branch of the University of Guyana's College of Medical Sciences in the evening. So in the evening time, it will be used for other purposes, providing aspiring health professionals in Region 3 with access to training closer to their home. The announcement was made on Wednesday by President Dr. Irfaan Ali during the commissioning of the state-of-the-art facility at Tusten, Essequibo Islands, West Demerara. Telling you people, all sorts of projects and programs the Irfaan Ali administration have implemented that I believe could inspire a lot of other leaders throughout the Caribbean to follow in likewise manner. The Guyana Office for Investment is facilitating an investment of more than $10 billion to bring a Hyatt Place Hotel to Providence on the east bank of Demerara. I will say this before I go on, as I said it recently. When foreign companies and the leaders of foreign nations notice a country is rapidly developing, rapidly beginning to prosper, this is what gives them the encouragement, the inspiration to invest. So once again, citizens of Guyana, you are on the right track, but you have to stay on that track by giving Irfan Ali and the PPP Civic another term in office. Located just 15 minutes from Georgetown, the property is situated near major landmarks, including the Amazonia Mall, the National Stadium, and the Demerara Harbor Bridge. The hotel will feature 136 upscale rooms designed to international 4-star standards. Guests will enjoy modern amenities, including a restaurant, fitness center, swimming pool, rooftop lounge, and both indoor and outdoor bars. Situated at 2441 or 2441 Plantation, Providence, the location ensures easy access to key residential and commercial hubs, as well as the Cheddi Jagan International Airport. Construction, which began in 2022, is expected to be completed in the first quarter of 2026. The project is being developed by SIR Investments Guyana Incorporation, with Varaya Guyana Incorporation serving as the primary contractor. Development, progress, people, the amount of jobs will be provided. And a lot of small businesses around that area will benefit as well, because due to the increase in people, the population movement in those areas. I was going to use another term, but because of the algorithms, it's a normal term, but because of the algorithms, I prefer to avoid it. But once again, because of increase in population in those areas, because of the hotel, all right, and of definitely of tourists and stuff like that, small businesses will definitely be able to benefit as well. Now for some news from Jamaica. A new kind of rhythm is shaping this summer. Since July 7th, women have been gathering at True Juice orchards in Boardwalk, St. Catherine, under the guidance of 23-year-old fitness enthusiast Anthony Evans for inaugural summer fitness program, which runs through August 28th. More than just a calorie burning or body sculpturing routine, the program provides a safe space for women to challenge themselves, support one another, and discover new strength in both body and mind. The Planning Institute of Jamaica, PIOJ, expects the economy to grow 2 to 3% in the July to September quarter, aided in part by increased consumption linked to general election activity. Wow. Anyhow, you would expect a bump in consumption during that period, said PIOJ Director General Dr. Wayne Henry during his quarterly media briefing on Tuesday. But I continue to hold the opinion that it's best, now is the time for change in Jamaica. Now for some international travel, just interesting facts, news that I usually end the headline broadcast with. Amsterdam witnessed a grand maritime spectacle as a flotilla of historic vessels sailed into the city's harbor, marking the official of SAIL 2025, SAIL. The 5-day festival is one of the world's largest free nautical events, drawing millions of visitors to celebrate seafaring traditions and the Dutch capital's historic ties to the sea. Just gives you even more inspiration to want to visit places around the world to travel. The little-known silicon town that feeds the world's almond craze. With its Mediterranean climate and nutrient-rich soil, the unassuming city of Avola is home to a millennia-old almond growing tradition. Avola, set in the heart of Sicily's Ionian coast, might be unknown to many at first glance. But behind its humble name lies the beating heart of a successful business where the almonds produced are considered among the finest in the world. With a strategic position overlooking the Gulf of Noto, it has a rich history intertwined with the art of the almond cultivation from Italian Mandola. That has been shaped by the influence of Phoenician and biblical symbolism, creating one-of-a-kind cultural and gastronomic legacy. Folks, that brings us to the end of today's news headlines. Thanks again to everyone who continues to support my content. Please like, comment, share. Stay blessed and stay safe most of all. In Jesus' name,